I want to commend the Bayelsa State House of Assembly Speaker for doing a great job. Some years back, we didn't have link road to other communities. Like I said, where I'm from is Sangana in Akasa clan, and we have other communities. Akasa has over 10 communities. Right now, I'm going to show you all the project this man has been doing to give us link road. Before you get to communities, other communities have to follow the seashore. But what he did was create a path that will make it easy and faster, especially for people staying in Sangana community. The last time we were here, which was in October, they had not done this part. Just for me to come and see that they've done 90% of the work. As a matter of fact, 95%. And they work every day to make sure that this road becomes reality. So I really want to commend him for doing an amazing job. Like, this is a great job. See, I'm not going to lie. Before we get to other communities, it takes us 35 minutes, 40 minutes on seashore. And when we go for events like this, because now we're going for a burial, when we go for events like this, we have to check if the tide is low or the tide is high. If the tide is high, we're not going anywhere. And sometimes we use boats. But we get stuck, especially if we're going for waking. People will make arrangements. Go sleep for your house because they can't drive back. But look at us on bike. In 15 minutes, we're in other communities because of that link road that this man built. Thank you so much, Honorable Abraham Ngobere. The job you've done for us is remarkable. Thank you and God bless you. That being said, let me take you all to other communities in Akasa clan. Now, we're going for a burial in Minibi, and we have to go through other communities like Boama, Karambie. There's just so much community. There's Congo, Ere Congo, there's Kotikiri, a lot to name. Remember the last time I came here, I said that this was there was a place for slave masters where they sold slaves and then take them to the seaside, a place of no return. The place this bike is taking us to right now is where they buried the missionaries that came to preach the gospel to us. This was years back and it's still in history. So my cousin said, you know what, let me take you guys there so you guys can see for yourself. So this is the cemetery where they buried the missionaries that came to our village.
Ago, I stayed in this community called Ogbokiri, and we heard that there are some missionaries that came in the early 1940 something for missionary journeys over here in the Akasa raid, which you've heard earlier, and we heard some of them died. They got old and died. Not that they were being killed by the Akasas. No, they got old and died. And there's no way they can take them back to their cities, back to their homeland, and well, back to their countries. So they buried them here. Yes, as you can see, this is a cemetery where the white men were being buried. If you look over there, you see a lot of them, as you can see, because they came from different countries. The Portuguese, England, the colonial masters in those days. So this was where some of them were being buried. So we came to visit here because some of our friends requested for it. That is why we have to come all the way from Sangana down to Bokuri here for you to know. That's Sangana we come from. Thank you. All right.
Okay, you've heard the story of the missionary in Akasa, and now we're headed back to another place. Bye. After that, we went to meet my in-law. I call him uncle. We went to meet him at another community they call UAC. He said if we had come earlier, he was going to prepare whole crab for us and one fish they call shingle or single. I don't know how it's pronounced. But because we didn't come early, we got there late. They prepared the whole crab for us. Before then, we went to see him at this mini jetty. He was sitting and relaxing. Then he took us to the other side of another jetty where he was looking at we're looking at the community. Erosion has eaten everywhere in the clan, but God is helping us. So we ate this whole crab. This one is different from the sea crab. The sea crab is different from this one. I actually did enjoy this, although it tastes bitter sometimes. When eating this, it has this after bitter taste. When I was recording Sister Pat, her wig had already gone back because of crab. So he came to help her fix her wig. It was such a funny moment. He had to help her fix her wig. And then he dressed up and we went for the burial that happened at the other community. It was so dark. It took us 7 minutes to get to the other community where the burial was happening. And we were one of the people that came early to the burial. Now that's the Iworoko place. We looked for a chair it has the chair we sat was political chair. You can now call me political mama. We sat at the political chair. Before then, how it's done is when you go for a burial, you have to drop money, 1,000 naira, 500 naira. There is a name they called it, I have forgotten. Then you sit down and entertain yourself. After some time, the music started playing and women started dancing. Everybody started dancing. I was so happy that I joined the dance here because I was not stressed. This is someone else's funeral, so we were not stressed. We danced. I danced, and after dancing, they gave me spray money. I think one of the child's husband is a commissioner. I don't know, but he was giving us money. Was giving all the women money that were dancing. My in-law also gave me money as I was dancing. Something happened. Somebody fainted while the dance was going on. But anyway, we resumed dancing again. Me, I danced though. For people that said that they've not seen me dance, this is just the beginning. You're going to get more video of me dancing soon. Please don't forget to like, share, drop a comment, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.